Today, I'm installing the Weber One Touch Cleaning System Kit. It's a replacement for the ash sweeper on my Weber kettle. The box comes with 3 sweeper blades, a locking mechanism that holds the blades in place, a handle, and a mechanism that locks in the handle. All 3 blades are numbered 1, 2, and 3. I had to replace these because the ash sweeper on my Weber kettle rusted out and I could no longer close off the vents. The box also came with very clear instructions. It shows very clearly how to remove the handle on your Weber kettle. When I tried to remove the handle on my own Weber kettle, it broke completely off because it had rusted. For the installation, you'll first want to remove the ash catcher, then flip the grill upside down. Now, since the mechanism holding the blades in place was rusted, I had to take a flathead screwdriver to remove it. Once this piece was removed, I could flip it right side up and the fan blade comes right off. The moral of the story is you should keep this area clean. You should remove it once in a while and clean it off. Otherwise, when this piece fails, you might find that it rusted and you'll have a hard time removing it. Okay, now it's time for the installation. The instructions that came with it does a really good job at explaining how to lock in the blades. This piece will hold all the 3 blades together. You want to start with number 1 and align it with the hole. Next, put in the second blade and attach it right underneath it. Once you put in the third one, it should lock into place and hold them together. You should hear a little snap. Again, the instructions do a really good job at explaining this process. Now it's time to install the ash sweeper. Having an extra pair of hands is really helpful. The first pair of hands to push down on the sweeper, and the other pair of hands to install the handle. You'll want to pay close attention to the notch at the handle, which aligns perfectly with the locking mechanism. Make sure that the notch is facing towards the handle, and you simply turn it and lock it into place. Okay, you'll want to push down on the sweeper and then apply our 4th and final piece at the bottom of the kettle. This part will help in locking the handle into place. Okay, this is the part where it gets a little awkward if you don't have an extra pair of hands. Essentially, I'm going to try to use this handle to hold it into place and then use my other free hand to push down. You just got to work it in a little bit and eventually it'll slide right in. And there it is. Align the notches I showed you earlier. Now the notch is ready to be locked. Turn it and you're good. Overall, this was a very easy install and a super easy way to get your kettle back up and running. The next thing we want to do is push the ash catcher back to where it belongs. Now you may have noticed I have markings on the kettle down here. There's 3 markings here. So that when I have it here at the first marking, it means that the vents are fully open, maximum airflow. The second marking means that I've got the vents are about half open. And the last marking means that it's completely closed. Now for low and slow, I usually like to keep them between the first marking and the second, and that's usually about 1/4 open. So at this setting here, the kettle usually settles in 250-ish. This is perfect for low and slow. High heat, I'll keep it wide open. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.